Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everyone. And how is everyone this Thursday morning? Today is what? December 3rd, 2024. Again, election getting another day closer and another day of the Democrats' corruption and trying to interfere in this election once again. And once again, we just see problems all over the place with what Israel's going to do with Iran. The possibility of a World War III is lurking because of all the bad decisions of Joe Biden and Kamala Harris's regime. That's what we wake up to every morning, and it's not something we should have to be waking up to every morning. We should be waking up to fun stuff and happy, and I guess waking up alone is our joy. If we wake up, that is the happiest thing ever. As long as you can put 2 feet on the ground and get moving, we should be happy to what we have right now. And that's what we're here to do. We're here to protect what we have, and we're here to wake up every morning happy and to what we have. And we want to keep them happiness going, don't we, people? That's what I would think. So, good morning, and thank you for waking up this morning with me, Charlie, the country conservative. So, we got a heck of a show for you guys going on today and tonight. And that's what I do in the mornings. I'm setting up for my show in the evening, the Conservative Viewpoint, at 9 p.m. Here, I'll show you my information here. There you go. For anyone new to the show, there it is. And all the information you need to know to go in and subscribe, friend, send me a friend's request, whatever, like all those things that they do. It works with their algorithm somehow. That's what we're supposed to say, and it helps me get my news out and my truth out to everyone, to more people. Every time you subscribe, you like, you make a comment, whatever it is, it expands my reach to people so we can get the truth out to people. And that's what we need to do, guys. November 5th is coming right around the corner. We can't back off now. We got to keep at it. We got to keep strong. We got to keep just moving forward. We've got to stop this corruption going on in Washington, D.C. And this is the only way to do it. Unfortunately, they do not care about us. We, the people, are the ones that they're supposed to care about. They're supposed to be sitting there fighting for us, and they're not. They're fighting for themselves, and this is what politicians do. So please help me fight this corruption. Come November 5th, this is going to be where it's at. It's got to be stopped. And no matter what we do, we've got to take full advantage of fighting these people and make them realize that they work for us. We are the bosses, and they need to wake up. But this morning, I've got a couple videos for you. I'm going to let you guys see. I usually don't do this. Usually, I'll sit there and just go over the articles that I'm going to go over tonight on the Conservative Viewpoint. And but today, I've got 2 of them. One of them shows you what a real president does. Take a look.
These are incredible people. We just met some of the survivors and family members, and what they've been through is incredible. One woman lost 10 people in her family, and an incredible woman, and I said, how did it go? She said, I lost 10 people. Later, we met the governor. We met with Brian a little while ago, and he's very engaged.
He's not the president, huh? Why the fuck is he doing the president's job?
Now that shows you what a real president does, not what we have sitting behind a Resolute desk right now or laying down somewhere. Who knows what he's doing? Sleeping. Somebody got to wake him up. Now this next one is the joke of a second pick for Harris. And this was after the debate. Somebody put this together. It's pretty good. So take a look at this.
It was pretty remarkable. Anybody who thought that this was going to be the attack dogs going up against each other completely misjudged this. J.D. Vance kind of set the tone from the beginning, and I think went after the idea that he had these lower likability numbers going into that, because he was very cordial, kept his calm and cool.
I thought he was very likable. I kept saying, I agree with you, Tim, on this. Yeah. I agree with you, Tim, on that. I thought it was sort of surprising.
J.D. Vance performed flawlessly. It was hard to see anything that he did wrong in that debate at all.
I'm looking at social media. It speak for itself. I
don't know how much vice presidential debates matter, but whatever happened, J.D. Vance performed to the best that he possibly could.
It wasn't surprising. He was on the show, and he's been battle tested in terms of having going on a lot of interviews, hostile interviews.
But it didn't surprise me that he was able to handle every question the way that he did it so affably.
Yeah. Josh Shapiro versus J.D. Vance yesterday, I think, would have been a totally different situation. I think that was a big mistake.
I think there was a clear lack of preparation and execution here.
I think he had so many lines that he was clearly trying to say that he didn't listen and said when J.D. Vance said one of the many things he really hit Kamala Harris on, not Tim Walz, but Kamala Harris, he didn't respond because he clearly had things in his mind. I think the lack of interviews that he has done with national media, with local media, it showed. He needed more reps.
J.D. Vance is much more experienced at this, at public speaking.
Except on the policy issues.
Except for the case where he couldn't answer the question on whether or not he was in Tiananmen Square.
He didn't answer the very first question,
that was a big fumble.
He didn't answer the very first question, which was whether he'd go after the nuclear facilities. And then, in fact, J.D. Vance did and said, whatever Israel needs to do, I'd back him 100% on what they need to do. You did not hear that from Walz. And I think not picking Shapiro, we know why he wasn't picked. And now it's totally hitting the fan. So I think that's not great.
You know what? The intimation of why he wasn't picked.
Why wasn't he picked? I think he wasn't picked because they wanted to win Michigan. That's why I think they didn't pick Shapiro. I think that there is a movement in the Democratic Party not to a certain demographic. They don't want to push them away. They want to win this election in a lot of different ways that I don't think are really that admirable.
People have been kind of tough on Coach tonight. I don't think he had a great night.
Now tell me, there is not a clear choice here, people, to what to do in November. It shows every day the decisions that this regime is making right now as putting our economy at risk, has put it at risk, made our dollar go down like you would not believe. It's going even worse because when we start off today and I talk about the BRICS, right? And I don't know if you guys ever heard that, but this is led by Russia and China. And the BRICS are originally imposed by Brazil, Russia, India, and China, and South Africa. And they are trying to take over the world currency and dominate the dollar. Well, if that happens, you could destroy our economy. You will destroy everything that we have. Our dollar will go to nothing. And this is what's going on. And this started out back in 2009. So it's not like it just happened, but now it is becoming more and more ready, available, because other countries are joining them to try to take over the dollar. And if it happens, And if the Democrats get back in, that's what exactly is going to happen. They will destroy it. And that's the first thing we're going to start off with tonight on the Conservative Viewpoint at 9. Next, we're going to also get into Democrats' new plan for students to rat on their own parents. This is what you call indoctrinating children. They want them, any parent that exercises their constitutional right. And this comes from the twit. I can only say that in the mornings. I promise to keep this as family friendly as possible. But from Hillary Clinton, she's been working on this forever to get children to turn on their parents. Is this pathetic or what? Oh, most definitely. Holy moly. I mean, that's what the kind of stuff that we're putting up with. And this is what's got to change to no end. It's got to change. Hi, Vic. Good morning. What else we got? Biden and other government officials are telling port companies to get a better offer to striking workers ASAP. Well, yeah, let's pay them 70%. Shoot. When I was still working, we were getting 3.5%, 5.5%. No, 5%. I think it was the most I ever saw in one of our contracts. 1.5% is it, but 70%. An average worker is making $39 an hour. They want 70% more on top of this. What the ma? And if you watched yesterday's show, if you didn't go back and watch it, you can watch it on Rumble, on Facebook. Let me put that back up here. You can watch them on any of those. You can replay them. And look at what I played yesterday for the president of their union. Nice gold chain, nice 76-foot yacht, nice Bentley, $100 or $1 million a year. Oh, yeah. And they want 70% more. He wants that money. Oh, yeah, that's what he said. You gotta go watch the show from last night. It's exactly what he said. And I believe everyone should have good pay. Trust me. But 70%, that's a little much. Good morning, John. How are you this morning? Get reasonable. Start off reasonable and work your way up, because what you're going to do is push these companies to total automation, just like they're doing with the $20 an hour for McDonald's, fast food restaurants, everybody, and they're trying out automation. And you're going to hurt the workers is what you're going to do. You're pushing too much, and they've already got automation, and they know it. So you push these people that own all this, they're going to push them to total automation, and it's going to put, what is it? They said almost 65,000 people overall out of jobs if you keep pushing and pushing. And that's what's going to happen. So don't get crazy. Get reasonable. And let's get this done before you really hurt the economy. Already it's causing $5 billion a day. Oh, yeah. It will be affected, and wait until they run out. Warehouses only hold so much. And if they don't get these boats in, the shipping containers and everything in, and start getting them shipped back out, things are going to get bad here, people. So hopefully you guys are ready and waiting, for something to not to happen, I hope. So we're going to see what happens. Getting a lot of news coming in here. So it's really a lot of stuff going on here, but this is that's for the more Friday night show. And here, if I get up in the morning, oh, we got after the debate. Oh yeah, we got MSNBC panelist has a total meltdown, on-air meltdown. I got a video on that after Tim Walz's debate disaster. Every video that we show of Walz or Kamala Harris or anything like that proves to the point that they are nowhere close to being fit to run our United States. Biden's definitely not, and I don't know why the Republicans haven't gotten them out yet. But right off the bat, you can take Kamala Harris and impeach her for the border. She was the border czar. She was in charge of it, and you could automatically get her out. But if they would win, what the hell are you left with? walls. Chinese communists right there. It's been to China over like almost 30 times, but I heard 15. And one of the people in chat told me that it was 30. I know I haven't seen that yet, but they told me it was like 30 times. Well, you definitely don't want him. And he's strange. He's not right up here. There's something wrong with that dude. And his wife, turn the page. Turn the page. Oh my God. I have never, mental illness have came so prominent in these past 4 years. It's unbelievable. And that's one thing that Trump should work on and mental illness, getting these people help, starting with the liberal Democrats and everybody. Oh yeah. Everybody gets Valium. Everybody gets all that, whatever that blue juice is, oh yeah. You got to get these people to come back to reality because they are living in this, I don't even know if you can call it utopia world because, all right, yeah, there's going to be a special edition of Rebel Chicks. Let me find it here. I'll put it up here for you guys real quick. There'll be a special edition because Rebel Chicks had their show yesterday. It was a great show, but here it is. Now, why is that on there? I don't know why that's on there. Let me go back here. Whoops. I got to go back and find out where the hell that's at and take that off of there. Must be up here some damn place. But if you saw that, where the heck's that at? That's this one? Nope. Nope. Well, where the hell did that come from? Up here. Nope, that's not it either. Oh, wait a minute. Well, hell, I don't even know where that came from. That's a comment. Let me go over here. There it is. I took off the wrong one. Sorry about that. Let's try that again. Go back up here. There's a special edition to Rebel Chicks with a cause. And they will be airing Friday at 7 o'clock. If you guys don't want to miss it, it's a great show. She'll be putting on a great show. I know she does. She always does. So don't miss it. Special edition Friday. And it might become a regular thing. Who knows? I haven't talked to her about it yet, but she puts on a great show. 7 to 9 right before my show. Starts at 9 o'clock till 10 o'clock. So, guys, don't forget to check that out. Okay, I'll put that information up for all you guys that are new to the show. There you go. Check it. I don't have Getter on here. I ran out of room. I can't type anymore, but I'm on Getter also. So like, subscribe, everything. Check them out on these shows, okay? All right, let's get into a little bit more here. Now we got Harris's husband is accused of physically assaulting an ex-girlfriend. Oh, yeah, this wasn't that long ago either. This was back in 2012. Yeah, 2012. So we have so many videos and articles about Kamala Harris and Tim Walz that are bad. Very little are good. The lies from both of them, her deception about being a good prosecutor in California, lie. And it's been proven. And so far, people are finding that they can't find that she actually prosecuted herself, any criminals. Oh, no, herself. Not giving it up, giving cases up to people, other people. Her herself ever prosecuted, they can't find anything. Oh, yeah, so lies. So everything that you hear out of these ads and stuff that she puts out have been lies. And we could pretty much, probably 99.99% of them, we can prove they were all lies. So you want another liar in the midst? Because we've got one that's sitting in there right now that's been installed into the White House. You want another one that's just riding his coattail, that's going to use everything that she plagiarized all of his policies that are failed policies. She copied and pasted from his campaign site to hers. And they're all failed policies, proven, factual, failed policies. We don't need that again. We need proven policies and Trump's. Trump has proven all of his policies to be right, spot on, and had this world, in the world, in a better position. No fighting like it is now, no nothing. Lower taxes, lower inflation, lower prices, more money in your paychecks. I mean, I could go on and on. I've got a whole stack here. Look, a whole stack. Look, of Trump's accomplishments. These are all Trump accomplishments. And I could read every damn one of these. There's so many damn pages. I can prove them to you right here. So don't give me anything about what Trump did for this country. And I can prove it, every bit of it to you. And that comes from the government. So don't even try that. All right, what else now? You know, Trump and Vance, their ticket, has done a combined total of 61 interviews since August, compared to 23 for Harris and Walz. And every one of these have been scripted. She's reading off a teleprompter. She reads off of a prepared speech, every single one of them. She can't speak off the top of her head. This is the kind of stuff that we're dealing with. And we've seen what she does if she tries to speak off the top of her head. That's not a pretty picture, right? All right, where are we at? Ronald, how you doing? They need to force them to go back to work, fire them if they don't, and hire new people. I think Reagan did something like that. The union boss should be charged with trying to hold America. Well, yeah, Ronald, he said that right off the bat himself. These union workers are overpaid to begin with. Get rid of the unions. Now, I like my union, Ronald. That's the only thing I disagree with you. I like my union. I'm still a member of my union, but I'm retired. So, but they still helped me through a lot of stuff that I went through. So that's why I'm still pro-union, because they did me good on my court. I had to fight the state because I got injured, and they did help me with that. But everything else I agree with you on. They make a ton of money. 70% is a little ridiculous, but I definitely agree with you on this, Ronald. And thank you for tuning in this morning. But so much is going on, just like Ronald just said, that he says it. The union boss says it right off the bat that he will cripple the U.S. economy, and that's exactly what he's going to do. That's exactly what's happening. And if this goes on too much longer, you were going to feel the impact of this worldwide. Oh, yeah. Prepare now, people. It's just going to get worse. Now we're going to get into the corrupt Jack Smith. But the judge unseals key filings in special counsel's election case against Trump. This is all bull again. He prepares a 165-page filing that lays out alleged evidence he intended to use in an eventual trial against Trump. Why didn't he do this the first time? Because he didn't have enough time to figure out all of his lies. This man has been known for trying to hold fake charges against politicians and have failed every time. And he's doing it again. I guess he doesn't mind being a failure and a liar and corruption. I guess he doesn't mind because he's getting paid well by the Democrats. So this is what's coming up. If he had something he could have used before this, and he didn't. So you know for a fact it's all made up. This is just another stall tactic to try to take Trump out of office, and it's what the Democrats are pushing for. This is what happens every time the election comes around. They did it in 2020, and they're going to use it again. Now Jack Smith urges Trump isn't immune to charges in D.C. election case, which the Supreme Court has already found he is immune. I don't know what this guy, well, we know what he's up to. The Democrats are just trying to keep Trump out of office because they know he is going to drain this swamp better this time because he's got a better knowledge of it because he's already did 4 years. And they are terrified. They're running rampant. They're running crazy. They don't know what to do because they're losing. And Trump is going to take care of this. And he should. The corruption needs weeded out, and he is the only one going to do it right now. That's why we have to make sure he's in this election. He wins it come November 5th. With your help, we will do that. Trump blasts DOJ for election interference, calls Jack Smith case a scam after judge unseals key filings. And it is a fact. That's what happened. During an election year, DOJ often holds on major action during 60 days leading up to Election Day. They're pushing this through. They're pushing it through to try to keep Trump out of office. The fake corruption in these litigations, these persecutions of Donald Trump have to stop. Because if they're going to do it to him, what do you think they're doing with little peons like us? And we can't afford to fight this stuff like he can. And he shouldn't have to. But every one of these people responsible for this need to be held accountable and need to repay this man every single penny that he puts out of their pockets, not out of our taxpayer money, out of their pockets, because they knowingly are putting up false charges against him. And that's personal. It's a personal thing. It's not a political thing. And well, it is political too, because they're trying to keep him out to so they can regain power and control. And they want to talk about Trump wanting to have power and control. He gave up January 21st or whatever it was. He walked out like he should have, like what all them people said. He's not going to give up power. And he walked up exactly like he was supposed to. But this is what you get from the Democrats every single day. And we've got to put a stop to it come November 5th, everyone. All right. I'm going to keep looking around here and make sure I don't miss anything. Now, we also got Donald Trump Jr. flattens Caitlin Collins following the debate with a powerful response as she hits his father on civility and absolves media of blame for assassination's attempt. That is their fault. They brought it on. This is exactly what happens every day. Just like Joe Biden kept, what do I want to say? Instigating the Russia-Ukraine war. You go back and look. And for months before, he kept saying, Russia's going to hit them anytime. I know Russia's going to hit. He kept doing this for months. And then all of a sudden, Russia hits him. And this is what he did with everything else. With Iran. He's funded every war that we have. Every single one of them. Everything that's going on right now was funded by Joe Biden. And part of our money and money that Trump had pooled and had Iran broke so they couldn't bring up their nuclear arsenal again. But what did Biden do? Gives it right back to him. And Harris approved it. Get right back to him. Now they're funding terrorism all over the world again. And this is what happens when you have Democrats in charge. Please help me stop this come November 5th, guys. Get out and vote. Take 10 people with you. Get them out. Text 10 people. Get them to register vote. Everything. The 10-10-10 will get them out. And make sure we rig this, or not rig the election, but make it too big to rig for the Democrats. All right, a couple more things here. Feds charged 5 Michigan college students from China found near military sites. That's not the first time this has ever happened. But they've let in over 38,000 illegal Chinamen into this country and don't know where they're at. China bought all this property up around the United States, and they don't know what they're doing with these properties. This is the stuff that we got to get fixed. There's a whole list that the Democrats have screwed up and how they've screwed up this country, letting all these criminals in and everything that needs fixed. Man, is that going to be tough to fix. Now we got retired General Hodges says NATO is not prepared for war with Russia. And Russia has already threatened war, threatened nuclear war, and it's coming, everyone. And I've got videos on all this stuff. You're going to have to tune in and see. Anyway, one of many. How are you doing? Good morning. I've got tons of videos you guys don't want to miss today. Another one I got to throw this in here. I mentioned this last night on the show, but 100 new sexual assault lawsuit to be filed against Sean P. Diddy Combs. Oh, yeah, 120 more sexual assault. People said they're coming to the attorney, telling them that he sexually assaulted them. We showed a video. Vic showed a video on Rebel Chicks, too. She showed a few videos that kind of disturbing, but they were good. They're eye-opening. But guess what? This reveals accomplices that include major banks and big pharma. Oh, yeah, you got to tune in tonight to find out more. All right, let's see. Couple more here, and we'll let you guys go. Newsom quietly bans voter IDs rules in California. Another Democrat ploy to rig elections. Oh, yeah, we got that too. And then the last thing we got is former Israeli Prime Minister says they need to destroy Iran's nuclear program. And it is exactly right. We got to stop. Oh, all right, one of many. Thank you for listening. But I'm going to let you guys go after this. Iran's nuclear program needs shut down. They need destroyed. We do not need another country with nukes. We don't need nukes. We don't need Russia and China having nukes. But what can you do? This is what's happening. That is what they need. If they can't fight a real war and win exactly the way it's been going for hundreds of years, it doesn't need to happen. There should not be any country with the capability of, hey, good morning, Linda, should not have the capability of destroying a whole country with a couple rockets. No one should have that ability. It should all be wiped off the map. Everyone should be getting rid of their nukes no matter what. Okay, you want to fight a war, it happens. But fight it normal and where you don't destroy a whole country. You don't destroy a whole civilization. You don't destroy the whole world. That is what needs to happen, guys. Please join me on November 5th. It's going to be crazy, but we got to get out and get the election won. We have to get Trump back into office. Fix it now. Okay, personally, if you don't like Trump, that's fine. But as a president, that man proved he could fix this country. He could make this country a better place. The personal bullshit is out the window. You know, the person capable of fixing this country is Donald Trump right now. We will worry about the next 4 years after that, after we get him back in here and fix this country. That's the period. That's end of story. No matter what, that is a fact. It's proven. And you want me to go over these lists? I can go over to them for you people. If you idiot liberals out there can't understand it, I've got the proof. So we got to do this no matter what happens, guys. But please join me tonight, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, for another great episode of the Conservative Viewpoint. You guys don't want to miss. Got tons of videos and everything for you. And it is Thursday, right? Now it is 8:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. I hope you guys have a great day. I've got stuff to do this morning, so please join me tonight for a more in-depth detail on all this stuff with videos and more great conversation, especially in Wimpkin. I've got great people in there that chime in and help me out with the show. They remind me of stuff that I forget and everything. So you guys will love it. Wimpkin.com, Wimpkin, let me get it right. /Country Conservative brings you right to me. Wimpkin.com. As soon as you open it up, all their live streams are on the main page. They're a great free speech social media site, and you guys will love it. Trust me. So until tonight, guys, you guys have a great day, and I'll see you tonight. See you guys.